Radicus Tank Assault. My face hurts just remembering it. Oh, God, that was a game you would put on your face. Oof. God, I can't imagine that being very carpal tunnel friendly. You imagine having those goggles up? Wow. Hot Wheels 1974 emergency unit diecast car. I'm surprised the lights still work. Every time I've seen old cars, it's like that had these little plastic lights. Somebody inevitably stepped on them and the lights got embedded into the car. Peanut butter boppers. So it's creamy peanut butter, logs, rolled in chopped peanuts, and crispy rice. Ugh. God. I feel like they wouldn't make these anymore merely because of the abundance of nut allergies out there. Little Professor Calculator. I remember somebody having one of these. Like, I saw it on their shelf, and they're like, oh, it's an old calculator. It would light up. It was really bright, those red things. Ugh. Little Professor. Hey, Professor, do my homework. Microsoft also said Xbox has lost the console war. Of course they did. Of course they do. Every time they release something, there's always negative press about it. You know, because you have your own little, you have your Sony fanboys yelling and complaining about stuff. And now, you know what they're trying to do? Everybody on Sony's are like, you know, hey, we got to do a petition to make sure that Starfield ends up on you know, Sony PlayStation. You know, because it's not fair. It's going to be an exclusive. God of War. I mean, I could go on. There's a long list of Sony exclusives. So, you know, unless you want to share, then whatever with exclusives. I don't care. No, the console war thing and the concept of exclusivity is, at this point, honestly, because we've talked about it numerous times, my perspective on the matter is, I don't care. I generally don't care. If Sony has something, good. If Xbox has something, good. If Switch has something, good. You know? If I can't have access to the platform, I don't care. I generally don't care. But it shouldn't be an Xbox exclusive. It shouldn't be a PlayStation. I don't care. But then you won't play the game. Don't care. But you'll never play God of War. Don't care. Boy. I don't care. I generally don't care. There is, in my state of mind right now, there is no game I will ever be interested in enough to go out and buy a console. Ever. Exactly. Thank you. I don't care. Because gaming has become pretty lackluster, you know, especially in the AAA department. You know, God of War, I know everybody likes the series, but I'm not interested in it. Same thing with the Zero Dawn, Horizon, what the hell ever, don't care. You know, Halo, don't care. Forza, don't care. Fable seems interesting to me, but if I don't have access to it, don't care. I don't care, you know? Because it's stupid. It's just stupid. You know, exclusives are what people use to try to just get more money out of people. You know, it's like, you got to stay in our ecosystem because we have this. You got to stay over here because you got to stay here. You know, it just divides gaming up constantly. And as far as I'm concerned, there's no franchise I give a flying crap about enough to, you know, warrant exclusivity or tribal mentality amongst consoles. It's stupid. You know? But PlayStation's, but Xbox, but don't care. And that's even worse because people are like, how could you not care? Because I don't. I just don't. You know, play games where you like it. You know, it's like the internet's got to make this fighting thing. You know, how dare you have this exclusive? How dare this? It should be on this. Shut up. Like flat out. You know, unless everything is going to be on PC, I don't care. You know, and even if my computer blows up and I can't play a game for another decade, I don't care. I'll play mobile games. I don't care. Okay. Oh, God. Because the gaming has become such a distasteful mega corporate industry that I generally don't care about the products that they push because they're all half-assed. They ship broken. And for all the art and talent that goes into it, it ends up just being a broken mess. It's like being shipped a Picasso, but the person who made the frame just broke it along the way. You know what I'm saying? Like the glass is shattered and everything. So all the talent that goes into it doesn't mean anything if the final product arrives broken. You know? Doesn't matter. All the 3D artists, the music, all that other stuff, who cares? Yeah. I'll go back to playing Tamagotchis. I don't care. What is this? Overall shorts. They do seem to be overall, with the exception of the legs. So they're not really overall. The Frighteners. Oh my God. Peter Jackson film. All consoles get emulated eventually, even if it stops being exclusive. Just wait. Exactly. I'll wait for emulators. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. The only thing is like, even Nintendo stuff, right? Even Nintendo stuff runs better on PC. Because everybody's emulating, making ROMs. I mean, dude, Breath of the Wild, 60 frames, 4K on PC. Feel like it meant more as a kid. Well, yeah. I mean, gaming was really cool as a kid, you know? Because it was all new. But you only... of course, as a kid, you have to balance your finances as a child, assuming you don't have rich parents that are buying you everything. So you had to get either one console or the other, and you kind of wanted to invest in that catalog. So it'd be like PlayStation, Xbox, you know, Sony, Nintendo, whatever. Or maybe PC. So that's where it gets kind of sticky. But as an adult, you know, if you're lucky enough to have the money, you just buy everything. We don't do that. But generally it's like, dude, you want to know why we do Xbox? Because we get a ton of Microsoft points. And basically we pay for the service through Microsoft points that we get as rewards. We have zero money going into it. That's the thing. That's why we're a little bit more Team Xbox, because I don't have to pay for it technically on paper. You know what I'm saying? So I just do a couple of Bing searches each day. Blah, 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 blah. Takes like 4 minutes. Boom. Get a bunch of points, keep accruing them, put them towards Game Pass. Beautiful. You know? Even the console. Dawn bought the console and had so much reward points saved up that she ended up getting like $250 off of it. When it came out, Xbox Series X. Yeah, so we hoard when it comes to rewards. I wish Sony did that. That would be amazing to me. Yeah. Everything runs better on PC unless the console is getting in the way and sabotage the code so the game doesn't get ported properly. Yeah, but a modder will inevitably fix it. You know? That's when I like a game, is when it reaches the fans, and the fans who have a passion for it and want it to play its best, fix it. Because they put the time and effort into it rather than the, you know, office workers just sitting there in crunch time, you know, sweating their life away to make a game they don't even care about, you know? So, it's, again, it begins and ends with fans, essentially, you know? It's like the business aspect of it is the go-between, so people just have to put up with it. You know? Modders are the passion that soulless companies are lacking, essentially. Dude, if I had a game company, I would just be hiring modders who want to work on a project. Because that's going to be the best group of workers you're going to get. But anyway, this. Yeah. It was here's the thing. It was all right during the PS3 era and, you know, the 360 era, where it was like a game came out, might have one or two glitch that they would have to patch or update. But now it's like it's expected. You get a game, it shows up, you download it, install it, put the disc in, however you operate. You know there's going to be a huge day one patch that has to fix a multitude of bugs that just didn't get finished before the game shipped. And it's like, I can't really support that practice. I'll deal with it if it's an indie dev, okay? You know? Indie devs definitely don't have the resources. So I'm just like, all right, dude, you had a couple of bugs. Fine. I got you. You know? I'm fine with that. I give indie devs a lot of leeway. You know? Slacker. 80s pure analog car racing game simulator. What the hell? What is happening back there? Was this just like a projected road and... What is this car? Was this like... Oh, God. I think I remember seeing this in a YouTube video. Did the car move back and forth based on the wheel? But it was like plastic. It was like hovering over the screen or something. I don't even know what this is for. I think that's just for show. The car would move left to right by steering. Yeah. Wow. You think video game companies would ever read their feedback or at least learn their lessons? No. Well, okay, the gaming thing. For all the broken games shipped, you figure one dev would be looking at another dev saying, oh, let's not make this mistake. You know? Let's not do what Cyberpunk did. Let's not do what Bethesda did. Let's not do what this did. You know, that kind of thing. And in theory, that's the way it should work, is you learn from other devs' mistakes because you don't want to make that one. But generally, that never happens. They keep making the same mistakes. And they're like, yeah, sorry, we pulled a Bethesda because we like the company so much. What? I don't know. Whatever. I get kind of bored discussing it over and over again just because I'm like, yeah, whatever. It's the way of the world. People accept it. And, you know, everyone just keeps throwing money at broken. So, you know what? You get what you pay for. Well, technically, you get what you support, I suppose.